Good morning, everyone. My name is Roy Conti with the City of McAllen. I'd like to welcome you to the 2022 Northwest Blueline Drainage Improvement Project ribbon cutting ceremony. It's a big deal not only for the City of McAllen, but for the citizens. Several years ago, the citizens decided to vote on a bond election to approve drainage projects across the city to improve our infrastructure, and this is one of those big projects, and there's many more to come. So we'd like to get the show rolling here. First off, I'd like to acknowledge some of the officials here. Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner District 2, the Honorable Joaquin J.J. Zamora. Our City Manager, Roel Roy Rodriguez. Our Assistant City Manager, Michelle Rivera. And when we talk about community, we talk about everyone in the community. So the McAllen Chamber of Commerce is a big supporter of the City of McAllen, and they're here this morning with their ambassadors to do their official ribbon cutting for the City of McAllen. So we'd like to thank Blanca Cardenas and the ambassadors who are here with us this morning. Thank you very much for everything you do for our community. We appreciate the support. First, I would like to invite Mayor Pro Tem Commissioner District 2, Joaquin J.J. Zamora, for some remarks.
Thank you, Roy. Good morning, everybody. It's another great, beautiful, and cool morning in McAllen. So welcome to our ribbon cutting ceremony in the inaugural dedication for this Northwest Blueline Drainage Improvement Project. Again, thank you again for being here. It's another great day in McAllen as we continue to move our community forward with enhanced improvements that will benefit our residents. The Northwest Blueline Drainage Improvement Project is one of 20 construction projects funded under the 2018 Drainage and Traffic Improvement Bond, and one of 11 completed to date. One that our citizens took great faith and promise that these projects would be completed on time and under a announced budget. We are proud to say that we are moving quickly and efficiently through our bond election drainage improvement projects. We understand how important these projects were not only for our residents who were impacted by flooding, but also for us as the elected officials who wanted a fast yet well-constructed and permanent resolution to our flooding issues. Since 2018, McAllen has constructed and improved drainage and street infrastructure, expanded stormwater detention facilities to reduce flooding along with McAllen streets and even beyond our city limits. These improvement projects spread throughout our city have improved our drainage systems so that they can better handle recent unprecedented rainfall and meet the needs of our fast-paced growth of our city. This drainage improvement project will bring much-needed relief and, of course, peace of mind for our residents in this entire area whenever the next and unexpected big rain event occurs. Again, thank you so much for city management and, of course, our citizens of McAllen for having faith in our Board of Commissioners with this bond project. These are projects and improvements that will have tremendous benefits for many, many years to come. And we appreciate your support in backing these type of projects for our city, because the way I look at that, you know, to maintain a high quality of life in our city, which I believe and we all can agree is unparalleled by any other city in our region, we need to at least take care of the basics. And that starts with drainage, stormwater, streets, curb and gutter, asphalt, public safety. And so I'm very proud of city management for directing and leading this initiative, and that we have many, many years of future projects like these to come. Thank you again for the time.
Now I'd like to invite our City Manager, Roy Rodriguez, who's not only involved in big projects, but small projects also, and he gets a personal interest in every project and likes working with every department. So, Mr. Rodriguez, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Good morning. Morning. So, man, what a beautiful day. It was a lot colder this morning, so I'm a little overdressed, a little hot. I tell you what, this is a really, really awesome project for a lot of reasons. First, let me thank Mayor Pro Tem for being here. Really appreciate you always taking the time, Joaquin. And I want to thank the City Commission. You know, Joaquin is one of the few commissioners that was here when we undertook this mammoth of a project of drainage. It's been many, many years. Eduardo was in our staff when we realized that we had this huge issue that we had to deal with. And this project especially taught us a lot. You know, we had recently built this park which is an amazing, amazing facility for our city. But it also helped us recognize that we had a bigger problem than we thought in the area. And so this is really a regional project that's alongside us. And while we were designing and even beginning the construction of this project, we realized that to our west here, we had a big problem. And the residents in the area were very concerned. They had already experienced a great loss in one of our early floods. In fact, it was one that happened immediately after this bond issue happened. And believe me, our hearts were melted when we saw the devastation that they went through. And there wasn't much we could say to that community that was going to make them feel better. And we realized the only thing that was going to do that was to fix this problem. And so we very quickly redesigned this project. I want to thank Perez, David, and his father for the work that they did here. And on the fly, even I think while construction had already started, we changed the design to ensure that we were doing what was necessary to improve the area for the residents here on on Ware Ridge subdivision. So I'm very, very happy that this has been completed. I really want to thank the staff, Eduardo in the engineering department, our consultants, and certainly our city commission for immediately, for immediately taking action, and we actually added hundreds of thousands of dollars to the project in order to make it work. So that's big kudos to everybody for taking this thing on and making it what it is today. So you're wondering what is going on with this name Blue Line Ditch, right? Northwest Blueline Ditch. So for those of you that know me well, you know that I love telling stories. Joaquin doesn't know that, but you're gonna know it today. So the story is that back in the early 80s and maybe even into the 90s, when the overall drainage system for McAllen was being looked at, they went, of course, to the most important office in town, the city manager's office, and that was a joke. And they started figuring out what needed to be done in order to improve drainage. And they went with big projects, and they started putting lines on the map, and they were with the blue marker. And so when the projects were identified later as the Northwest Blue Line, the Northeast Blue Line, and so on, it came from that map because there was blue lines on the map. Can you imagine that? So there you go. That's what Mario told me. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. Mario was not here either, by the way. But I was a city engineer in another place, so I know a thing or two about that. So anyway, I just want to tell you how happy I am today. Last week we had a ribbon cutting for another project, and it was part of the Northeast Blue Line versus Northwest. And that wasn't a big project, and it's something that the community will probably never realize happened. The immediate area there did, because it was a mess for about a year. But otherwise, you just don't know, And so it's very important for us as staff, and I hope to say the same thing for the city commission, that we recognize these days as huge, huge wins for our community in general and for this area specifically. So again, thank you so much for being here. Great day today, and we've got a lot of work still to do. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite our city engineer, Eduardo Mendoza, to say a few words.
Thank you, Roy. I'd like to thank everybody that joined us today for the Northwest Blue Line Drainage Ribbon Cutting. I would like to specifically thank a couple people out here today. The Engineering Department, the Traffic Operations Department, Parks and Rec, and the Office of Communication for helping put this event together, along with the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for helping us. Now I'd like to recognize several people that have been working on the project and overseeing its construction. Big thanks to our drainage engineer, Mario Cruz, who's been leading many, if not all, our drainage projects, and our working supervisor, David Del Rio, our city inspector, Doug Hurd, and Julio Sanchez, who oversaw this project. Thank you. for all your hard work and making this happen, guys. Appreciate it. I would also like to recognize our design team, Pettis Consulting Engineers. With us today is David Pettis with Pettis Engineering. Thank you for helping us with this project. Lastly, I would like to recognize our contractor, Ream Construction. With us today is Miguel Ramos, General Manager, Miguel Ramos Jr., our Project Manager, and Marlon Canales, the foreman for the project. Thank you guys for helping bring this project to fruition. Appreciate it. Just to give everybody a little background on the project, the Northwest Blueline Drainage Improvement Project, like we've said, is one of 20 projects approved through the 2018 drainage bond. We've all highlighted this. I think Roy, the commissioner, and myself, I think it's important, like we've said, that we're bringing these projects to fruition and completing them as promised to the community. So we'd all like to highlight that. This project will bring relief to the area of 29th and Trenton, as well as neighboring areas to the north and south. The project installed over 3,500 linear feet of storm sewer. In addition, the project expanded over 1,200 linear feet of existing Northwest Blue Line and 400 feet of new ditch. The project was totaled at $1,977,000. Again, I would like to thank everybody for coming out here today, and I'll pass it back to Roy.
On behalf of the City of McAllen, thank you very much, and please expect more announcements like this. It's great news for McAllen when people, if you look at all the houses around here, are going to see when it rains next time, they're going to be happy for the rain and not worried that the rain's going to come into their house. So we'd like to thank the City of McAllen, the City Commission, the City Administration for everything they do, and plan for some more announcements for the entire City of McAllen. For the City of McAllen, I'm Work on Through.
1, 2, and 3.